men on.
It was 4 weeks ago. They were doing. They were going touch for touch, and they're both really strong fencers, so it's not like you can call the bout. And then Manon pulled it out. So we'll see. Was Olga doing her video review at home? Does she know what to do against Manon this time? Or is Manon going to dominate like she did 4 weeks ago?
I think Carlin is she's all about preparation, I think, and dedication to the sport. So here we have the two Koreans, of course, the 2012 Olympic champion, the first Korean woman to win a gold medal. She is Kim Jiyeon. She'll be on the left here. And so we have two Koreans here, and we're going to see kind of a matchup, probably the same style. Tell us a little bit, especially we have an audience that might be new to fencing. Every country has a different style. What is the Korean style of fencing that we should expect here?
So Koreans are very patient, and they really like to come in, wait for you to finish your attack, and then pull distance. And then when they pull distance, they're taking like 3-4 retreats, so you have no chance of hitting them. What's really interesting here is Kim on the left has a really nice patient attack, where she'd be, kind of like prancing down the strip, and Seo has a really nice counter attack. So we're gonna see, is she gonna be able to match her defense with her attack?
Yeah, we'll be able to see that. If you're new to fencing, this is one of 3 Olympic weapons. This is Saber. You can hit with the side of the weapon or the point. The target area is from the torso up, including the head, the arms. And this is the fastest. The time, you'll see there's a timer on the machine, but we won't use the time. They'll take a break at 8. There'll be 2 periods, but we will, whichever fencer makes it to 8 first, then we take a break.
Saber's really fast, so make sure you don't blink too long, or else you're gonna miss at least 3 touches.
So if you watch Saber for the first time, Molly, what do you think we should watch?
So what's really important is the box. That's where they're starting. And essentially what you want to do is you want to gain the attack. So you're looking to see whose feet move first, and you're looking to see whose arm gets out first. And then the referee's probably going to call attack for that person.
It's a great way to look at it. Feet first and then hand.
Feet first and then hand. Whoever's feet moves first, it's probably going to be their touch. Unless their arm is really far back and they're making a mistake, then it's the other person's touch.
And Saber is a right-of-way weapon, which gives priority to the person that makes the attack or makes the final block or parry or post.
Right. So right now the fencers are both trying to establish their dominance in the box. That's why they keep going simultaneous.
Simultaneous is together at the same time.
Right. And then they're going to use that rhythm to pull distance or go for a parry, which is what you just saw from the right.
That's amazing. You called it. But it's also amazing. She did this sort of hop, and people have been calling that the Korean hop. And
yeah, they have a Korean hop. It's just their thing. They come and it just throws you off. But instead of taking advances, they like to hop down the strip. So that was the counterattack that we know is coming from Seo. So we're going to see if she's going to keep doing it or is she going to use that to do something else. So that's a really Korean touch. So she's gonna come in, wait, and then pull distance, and Kim fell short, and then Seo makes a long attack down the strip.
Falling short means that I'm coming forward and I stop, and then the other person starts.
Right.
So it's a lot of this back and forth. I think people don't realize that fencing is more like sort of talking to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Talking to each other, and then you're trying to disguise one action with another action.
There's that counterattack.
There goes the counterattack. That's her thing. She's feeling it today, too. So if I were Seo, I would just keep doing it until Kim figures it out.
Part of that is, you said the Korean hop throws people off, but if you're a Korean fencer, it doesn't really throw you off.
Right.
You've seen it, so that counterattack comes at the right time.
Exactly. So whereas most people wouldn't be able to catch Kim in that counterattack, Seo's used to it, and she does it herself, so she can get it.
Kim scores another touch. No one's really dominating the match. It's kind of touch for touch right now.
That's what I would expect from teammates, especially two people who are fencing really well today.
That was an amazing attack.
So Kim's really good at dominating the middle. She uses her forward to keep switching it to throw you off if you're trying to do an action immediately in the center. Nice counter riposte from Kim. She just muscled her out there.
Counter riposte means the second block.
Right. So Seo's kind of deceptively long. She doesn't look like she, can make that long of an attack, but she just hits people when they least expect it.
It's interesting because most of the time there's an agreement that there's not going to be coaches in the box, but it looks like Kim is actually looking at the national coach here. So,
that's interesting. Yeah, so we'll see at the break. And
they're
clapping too, so maybe they made an agreement to have their coaches there. Usually when you are fencing country, like the same fencers from the same country, there's no coaching at all during the whole bout.
As I said before, Seo is not ranked very high in the world, and it might be that she's fencing for a club team instead of the national team. So Kim, after the first period, is 8-6 ahead. There's no real dominance, though, Kamali. I'm not really seeing that here. So now Seo is down. What do you think her game plan might be? And we do see the coaches come up, and they are talking to their fencers.
Yeah, so if I was Seo's coach, I would be telling her on defense she needs to use a false counterattack, which Kim thinks is going to come, and set it up for either a parry or post and block her blade, or make her fall short. So she successfully hit Kim with a couple of counterattacks, but Kim's changed, so now she knows it's coming. So now it's a time for Seo to change and use that to do another action. Kim, if I were her, I would keep doing exactly what she's doing because it's working. So no one's dominating the middle per se, but Kim's getting more of the touches in the middle. So I would keep doing a strong attack, and then when I had a long attack, I would keep beating the blade. And Kim also does a little flunge at the end, so I would just throw the flunge in there just to throw Seo off.
So let's see if Kim's offense is stronger than Seo's defense, or vice versa.
Let's see. Or let's see if Seo completely changes game plan and starts attacking.
We're in the second period of the first semifinal of the Grand Prix of Women's Sabre. And again, if you're watching Sabre for the first time, as Kamali said, watch the feet first, then the hand when they get in close. That was a nice change.
Yeah, so I think she's going to try to start attacking more to put more pressure on Kim. But if you go too fast, Kim's able to handle that. Yep, so she's putting more pressure. Very smart.
There's that hop and attack from Kim, and again, dominating the attacks and pulling ahead 10-6. We can see the attack here. Just that flunge that you were talking about, Kim made.
Yeah, it's a great way to throw off the timing of your finish. So you can finish straight and avoid getting hit in counterattack, but you can also change your rhythm so it'd be hard for them to parry as well.
So parry post from Seo on the right, closing the gap.
So she's trying to kind of stop Kim's dominance in the box, make Kim go back. And there goes that counterattack.
Well, then now she closes the gap, but she sets it up that the counterattack isn't coming back. So we get to see it here. Seo is coming in and closing the distance to be able to do the counterattack in a different space.
Different time, yeah.
But this time it's not successful.
I know. So Kim changed up the speed in her. Instead of going slow, she sped it up a little bit and just finished in time.
Here she finds the time, takes the blade, I think, and then finishes.
It's really smart to take the blade if someone's counterattacking, because once again, it just throws off that rhythm.
And establishes that right-of-way. And again, in Sabre, it is a right-of-way weapon, and you need to be able to establish either the attack or definite block.
Right. So right now, it kind of seems like Kim has the upper hand, and her strategy's working out a little bit better than Seo's.
Do you think a little bit could be experience, being up on that stage?
I think the experience comes with adjustments. So that's just the difference between the higher level fencers and everyone else. You adjust at the right times. So they take risks and they adjust, and Seo just hasn't really
Let's see
taken.
that. Let's see that nice attack from Seo.
So that was really nice. Instead of falling short, she just pushed and then landed her attack.
Right. So it's all about changing it up every time. So that's the confusing part about Sabre. Sometimes I don't really know who goes in the middle.
Yeah, so the difficult part is as soon as they say ready fence, you just have to look at their feet first and then just see whose arm goes out and who starts lunging first.
The 2012 Olympic champion is one touch away from gold medal match. And she's able to do it. She dominates with a nice attack in the middle. Just like you said, Kabali, just dominating that middle action, finishing her attacks, both long and short.
That's the answer. If you can just finish your attack, you can shut down the defense. Makes it look so easy.
She does make it look easy, but we know it's not easy and it's a lot of work. Kim Jiyeon makes it to the gold